Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new edition of Rave, Diaries and Tower Block Tales. Obviously on location in Ibiza again. We've already had one, and this is part two. Big up all the likers and commenters and the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you, guys. Love reading all the comments as well, so please keep them coming. Right, on to today's video. So like I say, we're in Ibiza. We've already had one. Rico and the mateys down at the squat. This one is it's the first time me and Sarah, I never wanted to come Ibiza, yeah, we'll get this out there, especially because Sarah's actually holding the camera. I couldn't find anywhere to wedge it, so she's actually holding it. So I never wanted to come Ibiza. I'd never been here before. Thank you. And Sarah always used to say, you love it there, you'll love it there. And I was always like, no. She managed to drag me on, I think it was about 2010 or 2011 maybe. Anyway, I didn't know nothing about Ibiza. I'd never been in the house, didn't really ever care for it here. So we come out here, fucking wicked, come back a million times since. And she never lets me forget it either. Let's just put that out there as well. But anyway, first time we've come out, I didn't know anyone. Them times there, I weren't really that connected with things and people. So Slip Matt, obviously he's been a legend out here forever. So I was working with Matt at the time, doing some bits and bobs in music. So I said to him, you got any links out there? And he was like, yeah. If you go to see my friend at the Egg and this, that and the other, he'll link you up, and then go to my friends at Es Paradis, they give you a band and so we're like 6. So also that year, it was the first, I don't know if it was the first year, but it was the first time Skepta had played here as well. He was playing at Eden. Yeah, we see this poster, Skepta, he's my old mate, isn't he? So we went to Eden, and before we get to the Es Paradis story, this is a little prom cocktail. So we get over to Eden, and I think we actually paid to get in, maybe even, because it was, I don't know, anyway, but we was in Eden, and I see Skepta up at there's like a little bit where the VIPs sit and all that, and there's a rope across and all that, and he's up there having a drink and all that. So I goes up there, and I, like, obviously them time, I mean, we're not as close now because it's a long time ago, but that was just not long after I'd left Rinse. Obviously Skepta was a part of Rinse, and me and him were maybe still mates now, but he's just doing that and I'm doing this, you know what I mean? So I see him in the thing, so I said, come and go over and say hello to him. So I goes over there, get to the rope. He ain't looking, he's talking to someone. So I goes to fucking motion to the security to like, can you get Skepta please, blah, blah, blah. They all started getting not well aggy, but a bit aggy with us, like as if we was trying to break through the fucking magic rope or something. Anyway, Skepta sees it, he fucking, no, what are you doing, that's fucking dogs. We end up sitting in there having a little night with him on the brandy and that fucking, it was that crap brandy, sir, do you remember, in the net? Woke up the next day, felt like I'd drunk a fucking gallon of paint stripper. But yeah, that was a good night, that one there with Skepta. So my first night out in Ibiza was a night out with Skepta, which is a nice memory. Anyway, getting to the point of this story, we're going to Es Paradis, yeah? Matt sorted out wristbands for us. We've got to meet this dude. I swear his name was Simon, yeah? So we go to the club, we give our names at the front, in we pop. We've got to find Simon to get the wristbands for the magic drinks, yeah? So fucking, I'm asking around, Simon, no one knows what I'm fucking talking about, yeah? So I said to Sarah, right, let's go to the bar and get a drink. Now, because we'd gone to Thingy the night before Eden and bucked up with Skepta, we hadn't bought a drink at this point. So I've heard the rumours like it's expensive. So I said to her, we'll go and get a drink while we're looking for Simon. Goes to the bar, 2 brandy and cokes, €36. Now, at the time, I thought that was expensive, but we went out the other night. It turns out that was fucking cheap. Yeah, the other night it was €30 for a San Miguel and €20 for a can of water. So anyway, as I bought the drinks and coughed up the furball at the price of €36, fucking 2 drinks, turned around, the geezer's like, are you Doug's? I said, yeah. I'm Simon. Put these bands on, you can go up there this from, like, fucking, can I get a refund on me 2 drinks? So we goes upstairs, and believe it or not, Danny Dyer was headlining that night. He was the headline DJ. And we're up in this VIP bit, and I ain't gonna lie, I love Danny Dyer. I love him. I know he's a character, and he's probably a Marmite character and whatnot, but Sarah's always had a big soft spot for him, probably different to mine. But I've always liked his Cockney, you know what I mean? He's from down the road to me, he's Canning Town, and so I know he hams it up a bit and all that with the camera, but he's just always come across legit. And the older he's got, I like him even more now, because his views I agree with a lot. Anyway, we're up in the VIP thing, we've got our drinks and all that, everything's nice. We're looking over Es Paradis, it's all busy, packed out and all that. Anyway, Danny Dyer comes up the stairs and everyone's flocking round him and all that. Me and Sarah at a table on our own, 4-seater, but me and her sitting there, says, oh look, there's Danny Dyer over there, I want to get a photo with him. And I'm like, he's going to come and sit with us. Just leave it. If we just chill, I'm telling you now, he's going to come and sit over here. So she's like, why? Would you? I said, I'm telling you, I'll just chill for a bit. So we're just kind of paying no mind, having a little smoke and having our drinks. He bowls over to he's like, do you mind if I sit with you? I was like, no, of course. Anyway, we get gas in. He's in West Ham, Dagenham, Canning Town, blah, blah, blah. Every time people, like, he's like that in real life. It's not an act. But when people are coming over for a photo, he's giving it all the white treacle and all that malarkey. As a photo, sits back down, fucking hell, we have a drink and have a chat. Anyway, we spent a bit of time with him. It weren't all night, but maybe, I don't know how long, an hour, sir? Maybe an hour, sitting there having a gas about stuff. And like I say, lovely, lovely bloke. Can't fault him, really, really. And everyone who come over here had all the time in the world for us. Can't fault him. Anyway, we go to the fucking, see that railing there? There's like one of them looking over the dance floor. So me and Sarah walk over there and we're looking down on the people. And I'm saying to him about the DJ thing as he says, we make DJs, I'll just go out there and give it some fucking, you're Danny Dyer in the house and all that turnout. So I'm like, no, good on you, son, fucking good on you. It's good money and you're having a good time. So while we're looking down, there's about 6 birds that are walking underneath us, and they look up and they're all like, hi Danny and all that. So I look at him and say, hey, son, I've a load of old bikes for you. He looked at me and he went, that one's my wife. One of them was his wife. I actually said a different word to bikes, but I didn't want to be disrespectful. But he took it as a joke, you know what I mean? But it was his fucking wife, his legit wife, the wife he's been with since he was a kid. And I've called her what I called her, which I'm not even going to repeat because it's disrespectful. But at the time, I thought I was just busting a joke. Mate, I could have put my whole foot in my mouth, honestly. But he took it as the joke. We laughed it off, mate. He thought it was funny, actually. And then he fucked off with his wife, not the old bike, and played his set and off he bopped. But that's the story of my first experience in Ibiza, my first nights out. One with Skepta and one with Danny Dyer, talking about his missus. Yeah. And since then, I've had many, 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 many other good and exciting times out here, right up until this time here when we're here now. We was at Pasha the other night, and that's another story for another day. So yeah, the fun never ends out here. But thank you for watching. Big up all the Ibiza crew. Shout out to Slipmat for sorting that out back then, before I knew anyone out here. And all the crew at Eden and Es Paradis and Skepta and everyone I've shared experiences with out here over the years. There's too many names to mention. But I was going to say I love you all, but I love most of you. I don't love all of you, but I love most of you. And yeah, don't forget to like and comment and tell me your Ibiza stories underneath. And don't forget to subscribe. Cost nothing, and I'll love you long time for it, all right? Peace and love. We're out of here.